liked it a lot. He likes that energy. That's a good thing. I love it. You know, if you're newish here, or if you're used to being shy at church, you don't need to be shy here. If she'd ask you to clap and sing back, by all means, do it. You know, I mean, a lot of times we grew up in a church that was like, not, you don't need to be like that, all right? All right, so February is typically the month of love, and I usually honor it in some way, shape, or form all month long. Different aspects of love itself. Today I'm focusing on this idea of being blessed, and my inspiration was actually the song you just heard. Andrea told me that she wrote this new song about being blessed, and second the lyrics, I said, perfect, we'll use that. So we're talking about being blessed, and I want us to start right away with understanding that feeling blessed is actually love. It's actually letting the source, the one love, in. Right? Because if we feel blessed, what are we feeling? Well, I say we're feeling the love of the divine. We're feeling the love of spirit. So anytime you encounter blessings, it means your heart and your arms and your body and your soul is wide open to letting that love in. It's already loving us unconditionally. But in order for us to feel it, we're the ones who have to unblock it and let it in, because it's already there. So you can pat yourself on the back if you're a person who feels blessed a lot. You say, all right, I'm already letting that love in. If you would like to let more of it in, now you know how. You just open up. But blessing and love are synonymous. Oftentimes we just have to shift our perspective, to see our blessings. I know that I can get caught in ain't it awful, just like a lot of people can. And then something has to shift us to notice the blessings. And every once in a while, one of those readings comes along that does that for me. This is something that's not new. You may have heard it, but it was a really good perception shifter for me this week. If you have food in your fridge, clothes on your back, a roof over your head, and a place to sleep, you're richer than 75% of the world. If you have money in the bank, or your wallet, some spare change, you're among the top 8% of the world's wealthy. If you woke up this morning with more health than illness, then you are more blessed than the million people who will not survive this week. If you have never experienced the danger of battle, the agony of imprisonment or torture, or the horrible pangs of starvation, you are luckier than 500 million people alive but suffering. If you can read this message, you are more fortunate than 3 billion people in the world who can't read it all. Now, I don't know if the numbers are still exactly true, because, like I said, this isn't new, but it's a really good shift. Just to be able to read that, there's billions of people on our planet alone who can't read. And as I'm reading each of these things, I'm saying yes, 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 to all of these things on this paper. I felt really blessed. I do so a lot anyway, but to realize that even just the clothes on my back are worth feeling and knowing that I am so loved by a divine source, so loved, so given to unconditionally, that there's really nothing for me to be complaining about. So loved. It requires us to trust that there's a power that is greater than us, that that power does love us. It's a little different than the idea that God loves me as if it's like a person loving me. It's that God is love, and it's already given me all that I need as its creation. I am already full of unconditional love. I'm already full of blessings. But there's something in me that has to also trust that, to know that and to let that in. So when we say something like this topic, I am blessed, it's a very powerful affirmation. Not just, oh yeah, I'm blessed. A really powerful, listen to what we're saying, I am blessed. Not only after something good happens. That's typically how we do it. This thing turned out wonderful, oh, I feel so blessed. What this philosophy tells us is to be blessed before and during. And you know what happens when you feel blessed before, right? What happens if you're feeling blessed and you're feeling blessed? You attract it. If you're feeling blessed already, you bring more of it in because it's an attractive force. So not just after something good happens, but before and during. Remember the story about Moses and the burning bush? Everybody's heard that, yeah? That God was telling Moses, here's your way out, here's the way to take your people out of captivity. And he sees this image of this burning bush, so the story goes, and Moses says, who am I? I'm just this little dude here. Who am I? I'm going to go back and tell my people we found the way out, and they're going to want to know, who sent you? And God, through the burning bush, said, you just tell them, I am that I am. I am is a synonym for the name of God in the Hebrew tradition. I am. So if you and I, as children of God, take that idea of I am, whatever we say next, that's powerful. I am. If we can just say that and stand open to the divine by saying I am, that's a very powerful meditation. But we humans usually like to fill in that blank afterwards. Do we hear ourselves say, I am worn out? We hear ourselves say, I am so tired. We hear ourselves say, I'm not good enough. We hear ourselves say, I am sorry. What are we hearing ourselves say? Or do we hear ourselves say, I am blessed, I am grateful, I am healthy? We get to choose those thoughts. We blindly often say the things like, oh, I'm just so tired today. Now, I'm not saying that you're not denying that truth, but notice your pattern. How often are you saying, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired? In the song, act as if it's already done. I am energetic, I am alive, I am healthy, I am good enough. I am here to give my gifts to the world, as Sharon reminded us. When we say I am, whatever follows becomes a very strong statement in our lives. So we want to be wise about what follows that. And then as we talk about blessings, you notice how closely related gratitude is. When we feel blessed, we usually also feel grateful. They come together, as in the song. Gratitude and blessing kind of flow around each other. They are both affirmative and attractive. So I'm affirming my good, I'm affirming my blessing, and the more I affirm my blessings, the more I attract it to me. It becomes this beautiful uphill spiral of good, or not. And that's where the wisdom has to come in. We want to catch ourselves not going, I am, all the ain't it awful stuff, and going in the downhill way, because of the affirmative attractive power. So the more I can affirm, the more I can know that I'm putting it out there, the more I'm also attracting it right back to me. So we're going to count our blessings for just a minute. So just close your eyes for a second because it helps to see. I'd like us to open up the inner eyes. I like to do that. So picture a blank slate or something. Just allow yourself to be open. And allow your life to flash into your mind. Any parts of your life you want to. And start to think and call to mind all the blessings that are in your life. You might want to start at home. People who love you at home. Do you have animals that are blessings in your life? What about work? What about a bed? What about a roof over your head? What about people here at Harmony Center? What about a place to go such as Harmony Center? I'm going to be quiet for a minute. I want you to just start to think and feel the blessings in your life. Remember also to feel the blessings of your very own body. All the wonderful things that your body does for you on a daily basis. Count those blessings too. Remember to count the blessings of things that happened in the past that you once deemed bad, that brought you to some good, that you can now say that's a blessing. Remember those two.